The hot hatch market is, like the climate in this great nation of ours, a fickle thing. One minute you're the fashionable item, the thing for fashionable young hooligans around town to be seen punting around. The next, you're out of date, garbage, fit only transport for grandmas and the terminally ungroovy. But does it have to be like that? Just because something's 30 seconds out of date, does it no longer have any use? Well, take for instance the Citroen Saxo. It's been around for a few years now. They freshened it up at the end of last year and they've just made some more changes to this, the VTR. You'll save a packet compared to buying the latest fashion bauble. So is it worth it? Well, let's look at those changes first of all before we drive it, the visual changes, and they are. New headlamps with integrated indicators. I preferred the old ones. The bonnet and wings are more rounded. We have a new grille, and it gained all new tail lights. Those then were the tweaks and changes when they facelifted it at the end of last year. But now they've made some more changes to one of the top-selling versions, this, the VTR. And they have made it a two-tone. Oh yes, one tone, two-tone. Yes, it is another tone, it's not just mud. And they've made some changes as well under the bonnet. You must remember that the Saxo is a super mini, but it's a very mini super mini. Even by this class's standards, it is a pokey motor. If you are big, there won't be room. Could it be my imagination? Perhaps I'm looking back with rose-tinted spectacles at the first Saxo, but somehow it doesn't feel as fast, even with its extra 8 brake horsepower. In fact, there is a theory that perhaps they had to strangle the engine a little more to meet new European emissions regulations, and perhaps the 8 bhp is just by way of compensation. But that's just mean and cynical. This is in fact the UK's #1 selling hot hatch. But can it be entirely coincidence that at under £10,000, including all manner of free servicing, free insurance and interest-free credit type offers, it's also the UK's cheapest? And it's never going to be exactly an Audi standard finish in here. It's very plasticky, and the plastic used isn't particularly nice either. Mind you, when they facelifted it, they gave it some nice white dials. Sporty. Do you know, it feels like only days ago I was hooning around in the brand new Saxo VTS and VTR, feeling as funky as a chicken in a zoot suit. Now though, it's starting to date, but a bit like last year's Combats. If you don't mind being slightly out of fashion, it's one heck of a bargain. Very practical.